What's up, everyone? I forgot to load up the chat thing again because it's really dumb, but I'll get up here in a second. I need to move this down. I'm adjusting my microphone. Give me a second. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of editing stuff today. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Oop. Yeah, I need that up. Give me chat will be up in a second. Maybe. Probably. Keep chatting. I'm sure it'll pop up. Good evening and Merry Christmas. There you go. Okay. Not that one. There we go. Okay. Hello and happy holidays to everybody who celebrates. I'll turn this down just a little bit. It is likely the last stream of 2025 for old Ray. I got going home in 2 days, and when I get back, I just have a fuckload of stuff to do and some time to relax and all that. Good evening, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. What's up? Merry Christmas. What's up? What up? What up? I was gonna say I don't know if I'll be live again. I'm pretty much gonna guarantee this is probably gonna be the last stream of 2025. We're gonna take a little bit of a break, and then I'll be back to streaming literally in 3 weeks from now. It's kind of crazy to think about. 3 weeks from the day, on the 12th. It's a long time to be away, but we'll have this. I'll be doing a tier list today, so we'll have that to look back on. I'll cut up and stuff. Some shorts. I'll be trying to upload some of that, and then we got Snowboard Kids coming out, so there'll still be stuff. But yeah, I think it'll be a nice little break just to kind of like regain myself and get back to the stuff. Merry Christmas to you, girlfriend. Thank you. Another month, another Ray vacation. Dude, I don't line this stuff up. I promise I don't try to do it like this. But the reason I'm not streaming after I get back from Christmas is because my girlfriend is visiting. We're spending New Year's together. And then we're going to MagFest after. And it's just too much stuff happening. Too many things going on. I can't comfortably focus on like streaming and stuff, especially when like people are coming in from out of town. You know, it's just it's a perfect pile up of stuff. But I'm working really hard to get this the Snowboard Kids video done. I got an okay chunk of it done today, but I'm not streaming tomorrow so that I can just like fucking go in on it. It is something. And I'm hoping to get it done soon because my roommate is currently a little ill. And I already have to make a few script revisions. So I have to hope that within the next day my voice doesn't go out. So that's fun. But I'll still try and get some content out for you guys. So you'll have something to watch or look at while I'm away for a little bit. Think I should play Diddy Kong Racing with Crunch? I have the game. I mean, yeah, go for it. Why not? I don't know what I was going to say. I don't think I had anything else to say. So I got a tier list of stuff. Good. I have to hold off on kissing your homie on the mouth. Damn it. No, but I'm working, busting my butt, trying to get this video stuff done. So I don't really know if it's going to be a super long stream today. I might cut it like a little shorter than usual just so I can have some more time to edit. Because trying to balance work and video editing, it's like fucking worst, man. Fucking worst. But what a year it's been. What a year. Holy crap. did so much stuff this year. It's insane. It is so crazy how much has been accomplished this year. I was looking at all the thumbnails, and there's like 42 challenges done. Not a lot of breaks when you think about it. But I'm excited. Love Christmas. I'm excited to spend time with family. Video Ray isn't like streaming Ray. He doesn't say shit, only bass noise. That's true, yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's been an insane year for me. We got over 10,000 subs in 1 year. Less than a year. Because I didn't really start picking this up until like February. It's kind of crazy to think about that. 6-7. Dude, someone on our team made a 6-7 joke at work. And I'm like, kids like it, I guess. I guess it's crazy. Still riding that wave, but I don't know. I think the fad is going to be over with soon enough. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, but when we return, again, F-Zero GX, Silver Rat on the hardest difficulty. It's going to be going through. Can't wait. I'm going to try and see about having something small on the side, too, so I can, like, work on F-Zero and then pick up, like, a smaller game so I can still keep my weekly schedule going. But I think I might try to have, like, a little bit more of a plan and while I have some time away. Just kind of figure out, like, what the hell I want to do. So it'll be fun. You're going to yeet us that Snowboard Kids video this year still? I'm trying. I am trying. So my voice was a little shot yesterday. And a typical video recording session can take me anywhere between an hour to like an hour 45 in total. This video took me 2.5 hours to get through, like with the voice stuff. And I don't know why it took so long. Well, I kind of know why, because I had to keep repeating stuff. Sometimes you gotta like continuously like say lines in different ways and make sure your emotions and things are getting the point across. But it's I didn't expect you to. Don't rush it. So I definitely don't want to rush this. This is a very special video. I do not want to rush it. I am 100% planning to have it out by Saturday. 100% planning. I know how I've been on that. My track record's not very good. Not very good, especially when I'm about to leave for stuff. But I have a full day to work on it and a half day before I go to the airport. And I have a laptop and I can bring that stuff with me just in case if it's like on the cusp of being finished, then like I want to finish it. If by some like godforsaken chance it's not done, it will be out before 2026. It will 100% be out before 2026. I can guarantee you that. It has to be out before 2026. So count on it. I will do my very best. It's got some good edits in it already. I put a couple of things. I love it when I get to edit fun things into a video when like the challenge calls for it. Super, super fun. So, okay. Actually, for people on the YouTube side that aren't in the Discord, I do want to shed a little light here who may have tuned into the previous stream I did. My computer just restarted mid-Kirby Air Ride playthrough. Completely. Just completely restarted out of nowhere. Had no idea what happened. And at that point, it was like 3 hours in. I'm just like, okay. But that was nuts. I didn't see it. There's no warning. It just did it. So it's like if it's not the internet, it's something else. Okay, I think it's time we get things started. Let's not beat around the bush too much here. I guess still have to get this going. I'm sure that'll pop up, but thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. All right. Turn that off. Some light music in the background. Oh boy. I think I need to make this smaller. This is like almost, it's like not that bad. It's a little squished, but who cares? So someone's like, yeah, squished it. Now I need to get a background. Fuck. All right. You know what? No, let's just put the Ridge Racer girl in the back. When will he learn? I don't give a fuck about backgrounds and stuff, but like it seems kind of silly to leave it like this. I don't really care. You get your compressed background and squished background, and you're gonna like it. Okay. All right. Let's begin the tier. I've never really done a tier list before. Oh shit, hold on. There we go. Thought that looked a little off. I've never done a tier list before, really. I kind of done one, but I don't know. It's something. I tried to do one off stream as I wanted to like make like a video, and then I'm just like, it's kind of weird when you don't have people to talk to about like, you know, the stuff you poured your heart and soul into. Like just talking to yourself about it's just kind of odd. So let's start off with the tried and true. We're just going to rate all this stuff. I guess like we'll put it in as a mixture of like difficulty, enjoyability. I guess that probably is the only two things that you could really do for this. So I don't really care about the like rating them by the thumbnails. I probably will still talk about it or the other things, but let's go ahead and get this going. Diddy Kong Racing Crunch Only, the one that started it all. I would have to say probably would put this in the B tier. It's a very good like medium. It's not too hard. It wasn't all that you know, I mean it was, I guess I was just about to say it wasn't hard like twice. But it's a fun game, wasn't super hard, and it, you know, got me into all this stuff, and I think it was great. I would also say the same for Adventure 2. Crunch Adventure 2, also sorry for all these files being all fucked up. But, oh well. Crunch Adventure 2, about the same. It really wasn't all that bad. Though the coin challenges made it a little bit harder, but I don't really think it necessarily needs to go up into the A tier. I was able to beat this game like pretty quickly. So let's see what we got here. what is being tiered. I thought I just said it's the enjoyability and difficulty, pretty much. All right, where's number 3? Where's TT at? There we go. The final trial. TT gets put in the A tier because, what was it, Frosty Village? Was it? Whatever level that was, that took like over an hour. And I'm pretty sure I even mentioned it in like the video. I'm like, over an hour. It took me over an hour to beat this one level, which, new video coming up. Yikes. But it was a pain in the ass. TT is so annoying. And just trying to beat TT's time trials was just good lord. I don't think I ever want to do that with Crunch ever again. Just give me, like, what was his name? Drumstick. Give me Drumstick or give me death. Okay. Let's move on. All right, Pikmin. Pikmin is one that not a lot of people really picked up on. That's okay, though. I still think it belongs in the A tier. Now, for those that haven't seen the Pikmin run, it was right around the time I was gaining hype for these 3 videos. And I was like, just coming off of being a Pikmin speedrunner, very good at it. Opened AGDQ, playing it. Awesome run, I'd say. Pretty good run. I did what I called hardcore mode, and it was beating Pikmin without a single Pikmin death and without a single Pikmin hazard. So, like, red Pikmin, when they go in the water, they start to, like, flop around and they're floundering, they're going to drown. And same with yellow Pikmin and, you know, all the other Pikmin that aren't red types, they hit fire, they hit flames. Any one Pikmin that gets hit by any of that is finished. It's just over. It's done. So I'm like, oh, screw that. Oh, that sounds awesome. Like, I want to try and do it, like, because there's been no death Pikmin runs, but I'm like, has there been hazardless Pikmin runs? And it was a fucking pain. I remember I was doing the run and someone came into the chat and there was like one death. There was like some kind of thing where they said like, oh, then you didn't really do it. Or I think I might have loaded a save because I was super frustrated. And they told me that I didn't really beat it, and it was true. And then after that happened, I beat it, and it was great. It felt really good. Like, it felt really good to complete that, but it was hard as fuck. That was extremely difficult. But I had an edge because I was a speedrunner, so it was not as hard as it would be going in blind to something. Just checking out comments real quick. Pikmin 2 run when? God, I don't know. I don't even know if I will do one. I beat it and it felt really good. Okay. Now I think the next one is Mickey Speedway USA Goofy only. This one will also be put in the A tier. It was like the most humbling experience ever to play this game. It was like, I didn't know what I was getting into because I was still kind of relatively new to the challenge run space. And everyone's like, oh, Rareware did Mickey Speedway as well. It's kind of like Diddy Kong Racing a little bit or something. There's some comparisons. And when I went to it, I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, this game seems like it'll be great. And yeah, I played it, and then I realized how, like, just awfully cheap everything was. Just slowly, like, figuring out all that stuff and just being like, what the hell have I done? And just getting into, like, Colorado and trying to beat it was, oh my good gravy. It was a nightmare. And on top of that, I believe, if I recall correctly, and this will also ring true for the other run, I had to leave my Nintendo 64 on all night so that I could finish my run because I didn't want to like lose my spot. I can't remember if it was just for that or if it was also for the Ludwig run. You do so many of these challenge runs. I can't remember exactly how every single one of them played out to a T, but I do remember quite a few moments of doing challenge runs of leaving my N64 on all night so that I didn't lose progress because either games didn't save mid like playthrough, or mid like circuit, whatever, or I just didn't have a controller pack and I couldn't save. It was really fucking annoying. But this game was like just like the, oh, you're in the shit now. You are in the fucking shit right now. All right. What do we have next? Oh my god. Crash Team Racing Polar. This was also a very like humbling, like you're really in it right now type deal. That's gonna go into the C tier. It's not a hard game. When I did this run, I think that I made a poll. I made a poll on my community tab, and I was like, hey, what game should I do next? And then there's a lot of comparisons to Diddy Kong Racing with this one too. And I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. I'll do it. And I was just going based off of what I saw in stats. And this was kind of like one of the first games where I didn't necessarily like do a ton of research. There's a speedrunner, Hypno Shark, something like that does speedruns of this game. And they uploaded a speedrun saying like, "Can you speedrun Crash Team Racing with the worst character?" And it was like Polar and Pyrrha. And I'm like, "Oh, worst character must be bad. It must not be a good character." In actuality, it's just a character that's like just basic and whatever. It's not even like, it's not bad. And almost no character in Crash Team Racing is really like just bad. And I did the run. It was met with great response. Still get a lot of decent responses on that, but it like hit like a wave. Like the algorithm picked it up out of nowhere and it hit this wave. And then I'm just getting all these people who have played Crash Team Racing before, which I had not at the time, saying like, Polar's not bad. Polar's not bad. You just suck at this game. Polar's not bad. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I really need to cross my T's and dot my I's when it comes to this stuff. This struck like the fear of God in me. I started getting really nervous when it hit the algorithm that I put like a new pinned comment that was like, please be nice to me. I didn't know. Please don't be mean to me. I'm sorry. But the challenge overall wasn't bad. It was super awesome to play. Never played the game before, as is with a lot of these that we're going to get into, but not bad overall. It was pretty easy. Okay. Just checking out comments before we continue. All right. Also, good to see you, Anya. I don't know if I said that, but good to see you. Okay. Where were we? We just did Crash Team Racing, so Snowboard Kids. Oh, baby. Snowboard Kids. I think this one I'm going to put in the A tier as well. Now, there was a lot of moments in Snowboard Kids that really just completely, absolutely just fucked me up. Good evening. On my way home now, back on a keyboard. What are you, a Pikmin speedrunner, and the algorithm is hiding from me? Like I get recommended Pikmin content from anyone but you. I don't really make Pikmin content anymore though. Start recording just in case I lose some stuff. But I do have Pikmin. Anyways, Tommy, yes. So a lot of you might be like, oh, A tier, wasn't that game really hard? And it was extremely hard. The Alpine board was not good, but Tommy had the edge of being faster than everybody else, having like that faster stat. So the biggest hurdle to jump through in this game is just the unfair AI, the cheap ass AI, horribly programmed AI. But it's still like it just wasn't quite in that S tier threshold, I would say, because I still was able to beat the game in like under 20 hours. It's almost like a requirement, I would say, for S tier. I would say, but it was another experience where I was like, oh, like this is like the epitome of like unfair in these games. It was just absolutely like getting hit with the pans at like every single turn. Anytime you have a lead, holy guacamole, that was like some of the most tilting shit ever. And then on top of it, this was another game that I couldn't save my progress. I was playing on my N64, couldn't save my progress because I didn't have a game pack. That made it even more frustrating. And so I had to leave it on for like, 1-2 days trying to beat this thing. Oh my God, that it was so like nerve-wracking and frustrating because if my apartment's power sucks. At least it did at the time that I was making that. Like if it rained at all, the power just like flickered and surged, I'd be screwed. I'd just be completely screwed. So that added an extra layer of like, anxiety onto the whole thing, but it was pretty hard. It was, ooh, God, I just like think about Daisyland and like all the crap I went through with that, but we'll talk more about that in a minute. We'll go back to Snowboard Kids in a minute. Can we get some Mega Man X6 runs? Love your vids. I love Mega Man X. Mega Man X runs are in my future for next year, for sure. Mega Man X is my favorite franchise. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. Jeez. 4-month membership. That is nuts. Thank you very much. Okay, what do we got on the docket here? I don't even know my own, like, hold on. I'm just going to look at my uploads. I don't even know my own uploads, man. I don't know nothing. All right. Oh, Sonic R. Ooh, Sonic R. Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay. I feel like this really solidified the meme thumbnails. Because when I did this, I just thought it would be funny. Like, I mean, I did like the welcome to Colorado, how was real, did like the Doom thing there, and then all this other stuff. Like, it was just like silly, fun little edits that I didn't really think twice about. And this one, the whole Hot Chick Heaven thing, is like a silly like Sonic meme that I love. And I feel like this one was like where everyone was like, yo, that thumbnail is hilarious. Like, I clicked on this video for that thumbnail. Things like that. It was awesome. But in terms of like the actual challenge, not as bad as it may seem to a lot of people. Amy's pretty bad in this game, but she has an ability where she can float over the water. So it made it a little bit better. And then she also has like a dash that she can use at will, or with a cooldown, but it wasn't all that bad. It wasn't great, but it could have been much worse. But get to listen to the wonderful soundtrack. Game's amazing. If you haven't played Sonic R, you can kill it in an afternoon if you just play casually. It's pretty great. Ooh, okay, we got Snowboard Kids 2. Again, I'm definitely going to do Mega Man X challenge run, so rest assured. Snowboard Kids 2. I would also put that up in the A tier, I think, as well, because it was definitely more polished than the first Snowboard Kids. But the inclusion of those boss fights, like the dinosaur boss fight that I had to do, super, super annoying. I'm just trying not to say the F word every like 2 seconds, but crazy annoying. Awful boss fight. And then you also had, there was like the horror land or area that was just, for whatever reason, it was just so hard to get through. And all the while, I'm playing on only level 1 boards, no upgrades. So there wasn't like, I think I did try and switch out of the Alpine board, or the speed board is what it was called in that game. I believe I did try to switch out of it. I don't fully remember, but Snowboard Kids is all about like upgrading your stuff. Like you gotta upgrade to make it like somewhat doable. And oh my goodness gracious. That was rough. That was a very, very rough run. But when you get like to the end, you have like the boss battle with Damien, and you have like you have to hit him with the attacks and stuff when he's in like the robot or something. It wasn't too bad. Like I think I did it in a few tries, and I think for the most part, generally a lot of those races didn't really take more than a couple tries, which was good. But still pretty hard. Like it was still a pretty unforgiving kind of game. Also, forgive me if I don't get to any comments, but if anyone's commenting on challenge runs future challenge runs, I will get to them. Trust. All right. Here we go. The Ludwig run that's severely cropped. Where does the Ludwig run go? I think I'm going to have to put Ludwig in the S tier. The Ludwig run was one of the craziest things I have ever done. It was just from the moment when I first like tried to control Ludwig, I practiced in the like little training area and it was fine. And then as soon as I like got into the race with him, oh my god, dude, that turning was just insane. I mean, it got better once you get used to Ludwig on a lot of tracks. Like he's really not that bad. But then you get to the final, 2 cups, and it is literally just a complete luck fest. Like it is complete sheer luck. What's gonna happen? Like I think it's Texas. Texas was one. Colorado. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Sorry about that. There we go. All right, I made my adjustments. Let's get back to it. But the biggest thing with the Ludwig run was the fact that so many tracks were just like completely designed to screw you. Like as that character, because Ludwig just has like just the awful acceleration and handling. It was good. It was something. Like I've never felt like so. At that time, I had not felt so broken playing a game when we got to those last 2 tracks, and then the fact that it forced me to use a cheat code. I was forced. My hand is here. My hand was forced to use unlimited retries because it's just it's pretty much almost impossible to just go through it in one go. You have to rely on so much luck to make it through. And then also just like all the resets I had to do. If I didn't get like first place or second place in the first race on the last cup, especially in I don't know, I can't remember everything, but the last cup, fuck that shit. I still have mirror mode to do. I don't even know if I'm gonna do that, but there's a chance. But like, that was the first run that really just like really felt like I was being put over the edge. And you can tell like right at the very end when I win the whole thing, I'm screaming my lungs out. Like that was all just like that was, I mean, it was real. It was real. That was anguish being released out of my body. Good. Oh my goodness. It was a really tough one, and I think that it also helped really further like kickstart my quote unquote career in this space, because like everything up to that point was pretty, you know, we had a lot of A tiers there, but like nothing was quite like that. So when I beat that game, I was like, the world is my oyster. I can do anything. I can beat any game, which kind of true. There's some truth to that. I mean, we gave up on a couple things, but we'll talk about that another time. Okay. Oh boy, here we go. This one. This is Wave Race. Dave Mariner and the horrible stats. I like how his butt's cut off. So, this might surprise you. This may surprise you. But I'm gonna have to put this one in the S tier too. I know it's a little crazy to think about, but I believe that it belongs in the top tier because it was another game that forced my hand into using save states. I would think it was the very first game. Well, outside of like, you know, this game was the first one I had to use cheat codes on, and Wave Race was the first one that I felt compelled to use save states. And it was just like, again, it was so hard. Like, you can't get past like some levels with like all like the turning like down like completely. So this was like a like theoretical like technical win. You have to be an absolute masochist to actually pull this off in like a tried and true like no BS kind of run. It was I mean, I kind of didn't want to upload that video, honestly, because I felt like a fraud. I was like, I don't want to upload a video where I feel like I have to like the Ludwig one was different. It was different because like I don't know, it was just different. Wave Race was like I don't know, it just felt different. I don't know. It just felt different, and I don't like using save states unless there's some absolute like reason to, but get it? But I just, I don't know. I feel like because of how difficult it truly was and how much it just like absolutely like folded me, it's got to go up there. It's got to be S tier. Welcome to Sunny Beach. That was a good meme. I do like that one a lot. All right. What do we have here? Elmo's Number Journey. I don't even think I need to tell you guys where that belongs. That was one of the most difficult challenges I had ever done in my life. Hands down. You don't even need to explain it. Just watch the video. Next up is Garfield Kart. Garfield Kart with the mouse character. Squeak. That's it. Squeak. Yeah, that's what his name is. Squeak. Squeak and no upgrades. Okay, so I do want to say I hate this thumbnail for it, with him like flying off like the Looney Tunes canyon. This was a desperate, like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this thumbnail type thing. So I just made one in like 2 seconds. I couldn't think of zero, no idea what I was doing. But the game just sucks. I mean, it's not a hard game. It just sucks. And I mean, sometimes, I mean, really, what more can you do? It's got some cheap AI at times, and you know, it's a Garfield Kart game. It's just okay. Like it wasn't that bad. It was just okay. Okay, Shrek Smash and Crash. I'm gonna put this one in the C tier. It wasn't very hard. The Three Little Pigs, I was kind of sweeping for a bit there. Like, there just wasn't anything about it that was like really all that difficult. There's a couple of moments here and there, but it was fine. I mean, I don't know. Their voices were a little annoying. The game was very slippery with everybody. Everyone turned like they were on like 10 bars of soap. And you know, the locations were cool, but it just wasn't all that hard. It was more annoying. It was more annoying than anything else. First Ray video. Oh my goodness. All right, what do we have next? Is it Extreme G? Ooh, Extreme G. Okay. Extreme G, I think, is also going to go into the C tier. It really wasn't hard. I know that I think I had a little bit of trouble, like, towards I think it was like the middle. There was like the most annoying thing about this game is that you just have like a super long like Grand Prix or like exhibition mode to get through, and if you fail, then you have to do it all over again. But I do recall, I'm pretty positive that towards the end, I like kind of like breezed through it like no problem. This is with Apollyon. I don't exactly remember Apollyon stats, but it was between Apollyon and like one other bike, and yeah, it was okay. Once you get used to like how the game plays and like all the boosts and stuff that you get in every race, like it's just okay. I didn't like the flashing lights though. That was like something that I was pretty like, flashing lights, not my thing. Oh boy, here we go. This video blew up. This video blew up out of nowhere. I still don't know why it did so well. Madagascar carts. Madagascar carts with King Julian. Just like, I think it's still one of my most viewed videos ever. Like 90,000 views. It was like for the entire summer, it was hidden like crazy. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's another... I want to be very extra sure about this. I think it's got to go in the B tier. As a game that wasn't super hard, but the items. Oh my god, the items that everyone uses and how they just shake the screen and how there's no like cap on them. You can just constantly have crap flying in your face and just like rattling everything around. Holy hell. It was so annoying. Oh my god. I was so like just, I don't know, I can't think of it. I was like dizzy. I was dizzy playing that game with all the crap that was going on. Motion sickness. That's That's what the words I'm looking for. Motion sickness. It was just motion sickness. The game. I just turn off some of the crap. And then also my legitimate copy had a bunch of bugs in it. That was real fun, like that. But it was kind of challenging. I would say it was kind of challenging. It blew up because the video views like to move it. Dude, I still couldn't tell you why the hell that thing blew up. I think it might have been the thumbnail. I'm not sure. But I could not tell you. Could not tell you why. Oh, okay. South Park Chef. I think that South Park Chef is going to be in my D tier. First one in the D tier. This game was not very fun. It was okay. I don't think any one character was really better or worse than the others as far as I can remember. I did it for Big Country. Shout out Big Country, everybody. Shout out Big Country. I did it for Big Country. And it's an okay game. I mean, I'm saying that, but it's in the D tier. It's just slightly, maybe slightly above okay, but it's like the fact that you only get one try or like what, 5 credits throughout one playthrough, and it's just like keepaways, fetch quests, you know, sexual stuff. You know, it's like, it's just a little dated, and it really wasn't like super hard, and I'm pretty sure I could have beaten it with anybody. So it's not, it was still a fun video to make, but yeah, it was like whatever. Like, it's just whatever, I guess. Can we not argue in the chat, please? Trying to, you know, keep a little more cordial for the vid. Gotta edit this later, you know. I didn't play South Park as a kid. I wasn't allowed to watch it. My mom did not want me to watch that stuff. Okay. My mom is smart. Yeah. You know, one time, actually, I'll go off on a tangent real quick. One time, my brother and I were watching Bigger, Longer, Uncut, because my brother had a copy of it because he was, you know, he's 18, 16, 16, 18. He's older. And caught us watching it, and we got in a lot of trouble. Yeah. So this is going to be a video? Yeah, I plan on this being a video, yes. Blame Canada. All good. All right. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me rub my little hands together. Revolt. I think you all know where Revolt's going. D-A-S-S tier. S tier for Revolt. That was, I think, so Revolt was the first game that I ever, was it the first game I ever restreamed, or was it not? I don't remember what I restreamed or like did like duo streams on. I thought it was Revolt, but because of Revolt, I got to meet everybody that I'm like talking to right now. I feel like this was like a big deal. Revolt was like the most highly requested challenge run I'd ever done, or to do, I guess I should say. And this was like something just completely brand new. At this point, we had played Mascot Racers out the wazoo. This was not that. Not even close. I wasn't expecting like a simulation type deal. I didn't really know what I was getting into. And goodness, just like Ludwig, that first moment where you use pest control and you try to make like a simple tap on the D-pad to move it was just like, oh my God. I couldn't get past like beginner crap. I mean, I got used to it and like I got better eventually, but like, dude, there aren't many things that will quite top the like the Platinum Cup, Gold Cup. Oh my goodness. That was something. Just a complete 3 retries and a complete gauntlet of races that take so long. Like getting through the museum, getting through Ghost Town, the Toytanic. Like, oh my God, dude. I don't there's not many desires to run that back. Like if someone asked me to run that back, I think that I would have to ask them for a portion. I'd have to say, you're gonna have to fork over some dough. Because like I don't think I ever want to try and complete that again. That was agonizing. Just pure agony. It was still hype. It was still super, super hype. And it's one of those games that it's really, really fun. And even though like you're suffering while you're playing through it, like you have the motivation to want to, like, you're almost there. You can do this if this happens. Like you want to get better and you want to beat it. Some games don't really have that. They're just really hard to play and hard to enjoy. But Revolt was not one of those games. It was just one of those ones where I was like getting up early, streaming early, stream on days where I wasn't supposed to be live, and like I think I went and visited my friend in Colorado and then came back and then played this after, and then I beat it, and I was like, God, that was like just pure magic. It was the first video that I ever did that exceeded 30 minutes. I needed 2 weeks to get through this to make like the video like what it is, and it's still not. I'm pretty sure it's still not perfect. If I had the original video files in like higher quality, I'd probably would maybe remake it just to fix some errors and other stuff. But that is just like an experience I don't think I can ever forget. And because of Revolt, I got to meet pretty much again everybody in the chat right now. And I think that is a very beautiful thing. Kind of brought us all together. It was like one of the most popular streams I'd ever done. It was like I was like crapping my pants. I just started streaming on YouTube and it was like 70 people. And I'm like, holy shit, dude, I'm famous. But it was truly, truly something special. Love to hear it, Crab. Just checking out the chat real quick. Pest Control is a video that had me found you, or that you found me through. Nice. First stream was Green Louie. Ooh. Okay, let's do this. Continue. Is Sonic next after this? Really? Yeah, wow. Sonic Riders. Ooh, I got things to say about Sonic Riders. Okay. I think I missed Revolt, but would want to see just for this year. Yeah, Revolt Pest Control. Probably find it pretty quick if you ever want to check it out. So, Sonic Riders. I have a lot of things to say about this one. I'm going to put it in A tier. It was pretty annoying to play through. And if I had my choice, I think I would go through and do this video all over again. I think I got a lot of things wrong in it. I definitely pissed off a lot of people in the Sonic community over that one because of the stands in the desert level constantly pushing me. And it's a blessing and a curse because this video was I think it's one of the worst videos I've ever done. I think I rushed it. I think I could have spent some more time on it, maybe cut a little bit of time away from it. Cream with the cannonball was terrible, horrible, awful combo. But I just think that I missed the mark on some things and could have done better with it. And the challenge itself was super hard. Editing the video was really hard, and really editing any Sonic video for the most part is just nerve-wracking because people in the community are so passionate about Sonic the Hedgehog, and I love Sonic the Hedgehog. But yeah, I feel like this was the one video where I was ooh, I probably could have worded this better, done this differently. So many things I feel went wrong with that video. The first thumbnail, real ones know. Real ones know what the first thumbnail was. I thought it was funny, and then someone's I got 2 comments that are yo, what the hell? And I'm change that. So yeah, that was bad. that video was just the epitome of anxiety for me. Challenge again, the challenge hard. It was very hard. And that's why it belongs in the A tier, but just so many things to say. This is one video that if it didn't do so well views wise, I would probably have just privated it because I really don't like that video at all. But some people, what's funny actually, a handful of people came up to me when I was at Games Done Quick, and they're like, "Oh, I saw your Sonic Riders video. It was so good." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "That video?" I'm like, "That video sucks." I'm like, "That's my worst video I've ever done. How is that video good?" And it kind of made me want to keep it around, so it's gonna stay. It's a good little learning experience too. But yeah, if I had my choice, I would do that run all over again. Maybe in the future, if I run out of ideas or need something, I'll try to do a follow-up or try to do something. I just feel like I just missed way too much on that video. That was my first big oopsie daisy video that thankfully there aren't many of those, but yeah, not good. Not good. Catch you later, Tulu. Anyone else I missed and won't be able to hear this? Goodbye. I still enjoyed the video. Thanks, Anya. I appreciate that. Yeah, I fucking hate that video so much. I absolutely hate that video. Have to be up at 3 a.m. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. This is, again, if anyone's leaving, this is my last stream of the year. So, I don't see you. Have a good holiday and a good new year. Christmas time. Oh, man, that's a classic. Thanks for 78 months, Ori. Hope you are having a wonderful holiday out there. You and the missus.
Christmas time, Christmas time, Christmas time, Christmas time.
Do I have feelings about Gangster? Was it very CBT to do the challenge? What does that mean? Man, I wish I could get a vacation. Ronaldinho Saucer! think the outcry of the Sonic community really colored your vision of that video. Maybe it did. I just there are definitely things that I got wrong, I feel like, and there's stuff I probably could have explained better or went into more in depth. You are taking a vacation? It's different though. I still have to work. I'm only taking a vacation from content. That's different. I still have to work. All right. We got Gangster. Pardon me. I got a burp. I have an energy drinks. I got a burp. We got Burnout 2 with Gangster. Love that thumbnail, by the way. I'm going to put this one in the B tier. I do want to give a big apology for this video, mainly because of the aspect ratio. So many people were pissed off about the aspect ratio in this video, and I am so sorry. I swear to God, I always ask when it comes, well, nowadays, but I felt like I always say, like, when we're doing like these streams, like, does everything look good? Does the video look good? And almost always I hear, yep, looks great. Everything's good. No problem. And then I upload the video and I'm like super hyped on it because it was a lot of fun to do. And then like flood of comments like, bro, this aspect ratio sucks. What did you do? How did you fuck up the aspect ratio this bad? And I'm like, it just looks like a game to me. I didn't know. Dude, I didn't know. I truly could not tell. I just thought the game looked like how it was supposed to look like, and that was that. So let me apologize. Anyone who's coming from the Burnout 2 video to watch this, should it ever see the light of day, I am sorry. And I have more apologies to make very soon, but I am sorry. Challenge though, not that bad. It was pretty hard. I mean, getting used to like doing drifts and like getting like the burnout meter loaded up, which I don't even know if I said that right. I think it's the burnout meter, but it was something. The first like realistic-ish like racer that we did where you're just, you know, punished for crashing into cars, which is fine, but it was a very fun game to play. Super fun game to play. Gangster, not a very good car to drive. Wasn't very fun in that respect, but you know, overall, like you get your boost meter moved up a whole lot, and you learn how to properly utilize it, and you'll have some trouble, but it wasn't the hardest thing ever. Now, what was hard is I edited this video on my laptop. I went to see my mom for my birthday, and I brought my laptop and an extra monitor, and I edited this video for over the course of like a day and a half, and I'm very sorry, Mom. Very sorry. I think my voice cracked there. I'm not sorry for that, but I'm so sorry that I spent like a good portion of my time editing that video, but that was a nightmare edit. That was me being like, I should never edit a video on my laptop ever again. You can't do it. Unless you got some souped up thing, you just can't do it. It is so hard. My DaVinci Resolve crashed so many times, but I was determined and hungry to make content. I still am, but I'm like, I gotta have this video done and out. It's gotta be out. Gotta be uploaded. So I got it done. Sorry about the aspect ratio. Not that hard, but that was a tough one. But I'm very proud of that thumbnail though. I think one of the first comments was, Brian, look out. And I pinned that shit so fast. Oh my God. I like DaVinci Resolve, by the way. I do. I like it. Okay. Next up, we have the return to Sonic R with Egg Robo. Egg Robo was a little harder to play with than Amy. I think it's still like close to like on par because you I don't know, it's just it felt close to the same. I mean, I know the game inside and out, so it was a little harder than Amy for some of the races, but I don't think it was it doesn't belong in the A tier. It was just okay. We skip a whole race because we can't race against ourselves. So there was that, but it could have been worse, I think. Yeah, there's not too much to say about that one. Kind of funny how in retrospect how much the thumbnail design changed since you started challenges. Yeah, I enjoy the direction I go with these things. It's great. Oh, here we go. This was the, what's it called? The DreamWorks carts. This was DreamWorks carts with Toothless. Love that thumbnail because I got to make a Tim and Eric reference. Not a lot of people understood that one, but that's okay. I am going to put this one in the D tier. It is a bad game. Not fun. It's very slow. And it's just annoying. Annoying game to play. Not because of like the shaky cameras or other stuff, but because the game is so damn slow. Holy moly. It is so slow. It wasn't the greatest playthrough, but that's why I picked it, because at the time, you know, Shrek Smash and Crash, Madagascar Carts, both of those were like blowing up in popularity. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll follow suit with this one and see what happens. And it was just it's shovelware crap. So is what it is. I did go from Tommy to Santa Slay. I do love these thumbnails. The game felt like you were driving the speed limit. No kidding. It's a mix of both. But yeah, the toothless challenge, it wasn't bad. I mean, yeah, it's one of those games where just like, yeah, it was whatever. Okay. Now we have Black Bowl. This is a tough one because it was hard. But I feel like towards the end, it got easier. It's tough for me to say. I kind of have to ponder this because it did take a long time. It did take a long time, and that's kind of like a spot for like up here. But like the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm just like, there was a lot of moments. I think I'll put it in the S tier. It did take me a fairly long time to beat that game. And Black Bowl is actually pretty fun to play. But, oh my god, how could I ever forget? And it wasn't even Black Bowl's fault. But the controller. The whole controller thing was mind-blowing to me. I had no idea that you had to have an official OEM controller to play that game properly. And if you didn't have one, you were actually screwed. You can't play it. You cannot play the game. That is kind of cool, but is also just a crazy flaw, in my opinion. But that one was another one that a lot of people requested for a while, and it's a game that you can't really just pick up and play and master. I mean, I went through everything on the hardest difficulty, and I think in a lot of ways there aren't too many characters in F-Zero that are actually really bad, but Black Bowl was on like the bottom of like like a lot of tier lists in terms of just, I don't know if it's more for competitiveness or whatever, but it was tough. It was really tough to get started, and that whole like joystick thing holding me back was something else. But yeah, when you get used to it, it's not too bad. But it did take a fairly long time to beat, and if I remember correctly, I think that hand, like the hand level right at the very end, was like actually really not that bad, which was, I don't know how many of these games I've done where like I get to the very end and I'm like, oh, that really wasn't that bad. I'm like, oh, the ending is pretty easy, and then like it feels like every video is just like, and then I got to the end and I beat it first try. I didn't do first try on F-Zero, but I do remember it kind of just being like, okay, well, no, that wasn't all that bad. But yeah, that was a super fun game, and I'm looking forward to playing GX. But that was the heavy Black Bull was really fun to like kill other racers. That was the best part, was getting to kill other racers. But then like flying off of Big Blue and just like having like almost no control in the air, if I remember that right. Oh my god. Yeah, that was that should be an S tier. I don't know what I'm thinking. That 100% deserves to be up there. My controller does Mario 64 speedruns. It should be fine. It's, well, yeah. Yeah. There might be a return to this with Mr. EAD, because everyone gets pissed when I say that like that. But there have been a lot of people that have said like, oh, Mr. EAD is worse. So I might go back. We'll see. Who knows? People thought I was serious in that video when I called it Mr. EAD. Like, I thought it was a clear joke. But they're like, you don't pronounce it like that. And I'm like, my bad, Big Hoss. Oh, here we go. Here's the apology tour number 2. Burnout with the Bus. Burnout with the Bus was probably an A tier. Sorry about the aspect ratio again. I thought I learned my lesson with Burnout 2. And when I went to Burnout 1, I was like, okay, fixing this shit. It's gonna look prime. It's gonna look primo. And I swear on my life, when I did this video, I made sure, I'm just like, guys, people were pissed off about the aspect ratio on this one. How is it looking? How are we looking? And everyone's like, oh, great. It looks fantastic. Wrong. It was bad. I can't tell. I'm sorry. But it did kind of like inspire me to like make like kind of like how you see the Ridge Racer woman up here. Kind of have just like a box for the game. And then we can have like box art in the background just so we can kind of like fix aspect ratios, have a little spot for the game, and then make sure that never happens again. That was kind of like the inspiration to like get that going, or it helped. But the bus was something. That thing is slow as hell. You have to constantly be moving, getting that boost meter up. Like you just don't, you can't win without that. And getting hit by every other thing was so annoying. Just, I mean, it's a bus. Like, you're gonna hit a bus. If your bus is flying down the highway at Mach speeds, racing against a bunch of muscle cars, yeah, it's probably gonna get hit. And towards the end there, it started to get a little bad with the like checkpoints. I remember the checkpoints really started to like slow down. Then we had to navigate through that I don't remember what level it was. We had to navigate through the like town, and I could barely make any turns in there. And that was just like so awful. Just completely awful. I thought it was almost impossible to do it, but we pulled it off. I pulled it off. You watch, but I pulled it off. But was gonna say something about the bus. I've lost my train of thought. The bus was something. It was. I think I might have said that about a lot of these challenges, but the bus was truly something. You had to figure out a lot of unique ways to play with it, but it was just not meant for that. And oh my god, just the awful like runs where you had to make like a 15-minute like race. God, I hated that. Hated it. Oh my goodness, I hated it so much because like there were a few moments where first place was just so far ahead that you were just like completely screwed if you didn't catch up with them like in time. Kind of like there's been a couple other games like Snowboard Kids where you let them get too far ahead, then they're just ahead for the rest of the race and it's just over. But a 15-minute long race, Burnout 1, you would go let me play as a bus with that? Come on. Oh boy, here we go. Another DreamWorks kart game. This was DreamWorks All-Star Karts. Boom, D tier. That game sucks. Horrible game. Was not a decent challenge. It was just a broken mess. And I kind of just rode the wave of DreamWorks games and stuff. That was with King Julian, and it was not a good game. It was not a bad challenge. You're just fighting against jank. That's all it was. It was really just a stupid game. But I got to use the Madagascar guy again in the thumbnail. So that was neat. But yeah, in terms of like yeah, it was just a bad game. It was just kind of riding the hype train with all the DreamWorks like shovelware stuff. Okay. Ooh. The Hot Wheels Velocity X bus only run. This one, A tier. A tier all day. I hated this run. I hated it. I hated it because I wanted it to be easy. I hated it because I was looking for another bus thing. The bus Burnout run was really fun, and I thought it'd be fun to find another game that had a bus in it. And I found Hot Wheels Velocity X, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Let's do that one. It's a Hot Wheels game. That's not gonna be hard. It's a fucking Hot Wheels game. No, that was just awful. Just all the missions just on like a little time limit. The cheap ass CPUs, like the cars like hitting you because you're a bus, so you're getting hit just constantly by stuff. That was annoying. And then oh my god, like the mission where I had to go on the railroad tracks with this big bus that was clearly not meant to go on them was like, whoa, that was something. And then you get all the way up to the very end, things start to look up a little bit. I like this music playing in the background right now. It's kind of fitting, setting the scene. You get to the very end after an excruciating run, and you have to go up against this final boss. Otto, I think his name was Otto. And he's busted. And I, not kidding, in like a matter of like 5 seconds, maybe less than 5 seconds, he just destroys you. Destroys you. You have no chance in hell. And in order to get to him, you have to like go through the lair. You have to defeat like 2 bosses, which are already really fucking hard to beat, back to back. And you got to go through Otto's like lair, get through all this stuff. I remember I was like up late at night. I was playing this game. I was streaming it. And I remember thinking to myself, why the fuck am I playing Hot Wheels Velocity X with a bus? I'm like, do I really care that much about content that I'm like at this point that I'm doing this? I was so angry because I would try and get to the final boss and then just get like absolutely mollywopped in seconds. There's no cheesing. There was no like anything. Like, and you had like a powerful weapon at the end, but you have to charge it and you can't really hit him with it, kind of. It was, you know, you needed something that was going to be a little less like, you know, a little less girth. That was like one of few runs that I did where I'm just like, oh, I'll finish a game and then I'll upload some content and it'll be so easy. And no, it was terrible. It was awful. Horrible run. I never want to play that game again. I never want to use the bus in that game again. I'd almost put it in S tier, but it wasn't quite there. I would almost do it. But good God. Yeah, terrible. Horrible run. I forgot to mention, I almost cheated that run. I almost accepted a cheated run for Velocity X because the final boss was so bad. I save stated. I was so baffled that I was getting destroyed relentlessly that I save stated and was like, I need to see if I can beat this guy. I have to see if I can beat him. And then eventually I did. And then I was going to just leave it at that. I was going to be like, all right, save state. It's beaten. I have the content. I did it for Wave Race. I'd use cheats for Ludwig. Who cares? And I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm like I gotta beat this thing. And I did. And it was awful. And I never want to play that game again. Staying up till like 1 a.m. was amazing with you. Well, I'm glad you had fun. It hurt my eyes. Staying up until 1 a.m. to play Hot Wheels like hurt my vision. I did not enjoy that. So I'm putting Sonic Riders and Hot Wheels that high just because of difficulty? Hell yeah. Absolutely. Ooh, here we go. This is a fun one. So because Hot Wheels was such an awful experience, I needed something else. I need a little palate cleanser. And that's when I did Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo Dan only. And that was crazy fun. Now I'm putting it in the B tier because I was able to just kind of like keep credits going and I could do one continuous playthrough. It was still pretty hard, and really a lot of it was just down to the end with Akuma. But the whole deal with Dan is that it's a puzzle fighting game, so you got these gems coming down, and you have to, you know, destroy them on your side, send them over to the other. I think it's Puyo Puyo is probably a close like second to that. Similarities. I think that's right. Puyo Pop. Anyway. Everybody in the game drops different patterns of gems. Like some might be like red, blue, green. And some might be green, blue, red. And then Dan is just all red. He's all red. But there's something I missed in it, and I didn't know this. But actually, Dan has like 0.5 more, like if everyone has one attack damage or something, Dan actually has like 1.5. So he deals out a little bit more gems to make up for the fact that he's only like giving you red ones. So it's a pretty cool fact. I didn't know that. It was pretty hard, but it was far from the worst thing I'd ever done. Like I needed a break from racing games. I love Puzzle Fighter 2 and you know, looking for something different. I found it. It was fun. Weird video to make about a puzzle game because I just have a distinct style. And some people liked it, some people didn't. It still did pretty well views-wise, but Yeah, I mean, you can get through the game pretty fast, I would say, if you're already experienced and kind of know a little bit about what you're doing. I also played on the hardest difficulty, so that was, a given. But yeah, getting the whole meat of that video was getting to the end and going up against Akuma or Goki, if you play the Japanese version. And that was it. It took like an hour to beat him. Took a lot of resets, but I had a lot of fun calculating how much credits it took. I probably could have switched it to like $1 per credit or 50 cents. I think I did 25 cents. Probably could have done 50 cents. So, but good. It was a good break. It was a good break. And the fact that video did so well, it made me feel like good about like not sticking to just racing games. I mean, you do look at this. I mean, outside of like Elmo, which was a joke, and Pikmin, which was really hard. I mean, you got nothing but weeks of racing games. Like every week is something new. So like the change up was needed, and it was a breath of fresh air, and it was just really fun to do. We're missing something. We got to be missing something. Oh no, it's just out of order. That's why. We got... What do you know? What do you know? We got Ridge Racer. It's Ridge Racer. Remember that one? Yeah, that one's going up in S tier. S tier Ridge Racer. You all know why. If you know, this was the first challenge that I was like, you can't do it. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. Can't do it. I gave up almost towards the end, and I made just a crucial mistake by not playing in first-person mode, which probably would have like helped a little bit until I got to the very end with like the last two races. But you can only do it with speedrun strats. You can only do it with drift boosting, but it was proven that you can do it, even though it wasn't a task. I did follow up with Hostus after chatting with them and getting all that info. I asked, is it possible to do this without tasks? And Hostus was like, yeah, you can do it. It's just, I mean, it's going to take a lot of time and effort to do it, I'm sure. But, with drift boosting, like, yeah, it seems like you can do it. It's probably really fucking hard. So that's why it also belongs up there. But being the only challenge that I was ever like, there's no technical victory, there's no nothing. It's just like, no. Like Ridge Racer Expert Extra, I spent hours on just torturing myself. Like, and I felt like, and I felt like I had like a gotcha moment where I completed the race with like a time of like 3 minutes, 3 seconds. And then I used a different car and beat it in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. And the other car had first place spawned and, was insane. But like, for whatever reason, the caddy car just could not get first place to spawn. And I tried save states. I tried just playing through as much as I could. If I had just gave it a try in first person, maybe that video would have been different. I don't think I'll go back and do it any other way. I don't think I have any regrets with it. There's a lot of people that beforehand were just like, oh, there's no way you can do it. And I'm like, if there's truly no way, it seems like that would be an interesting video. Because up to this point, who wants to see a guy who beats like every single game that he plays? Like every single one. And that can get, just like playing racing games constantly, like that can get kind of old. So there was a little bit with that. The motivation was there to like, what if I did a racing game and I didn't win? Actually, there was like a comment that was just like, great job, Ray. And then they commented on that comment and was like, I just watched the video, and then sad face. Oh man, I betrayed them. Oh my God, that was funny. But yeah, that was a rough one. I would like to go back and do more Ridge Racer games. I just have to see what's not good in it. But I need a redemption shot of Ridge Racer. But now that I'm like, oh, I can do it in first person and it'll be great. I'll remember that next time. And I remember that for a future run that we'll get into here in a second. But yeah, that was ass. And then I think that the Switch emulation had a little bit to do with it, but yeah, that was really, really tough. Like, yeesh. Yeah. I do have a newfound appreciation for Ridge Racer though, so there's at least that. All right. Are we up to yeah, custom actually no, okay, so not customer. We got Hitman. Hitman is going to go into the B tier. I changed the thumbnail. Some of you guys may not know. It was Hank Hill looking at a picture of Hitman as a clown, and it didn't really, that was probably the worst thumbnail I had done. With the worst ever. And I changed it to this one because I was like, I don't want to leave it like that. It looks terrible. And if I feel like if I maybe had released it with this thumbnail, it would have done a little bit better, but that's beside the point. Hitman killing everybody in porta potties in the Miami mission. It was one of the most fun challenges I had ever done. One of the most fun ones, because I mean, I love Hitman, but just the absolute insanity that unfolded with everything going on, with like having to lure everybody in with coins, and then dragging the guy like halfway across the map and subduing everybody so they wouldn't alert the authorities. It was it was so much fun. Oh my god. I want to do another one. There's another level that has that, but it wasn't super hard because, like, yeah, you can just like knock everybody out and stuff them in a shack like I did. But like the moment where you realize you can get them if you just put if you put a coin in a certain way, and have them kneel down in front of the porta potty was just like, oh, it was magic. Oh, pure magic. But it wasn't hard. It wasn't a hard challenge. It was very fun to do, and I want to do another one like it. And gosh, I just itching to do more. It was so fun. Oh my god. Making sure we're on the right track. Okay, here we go. Custom Robo. Is that, or no, it's not Custom Robo. Actually, I can't pick that one up now. It's Crunch again. We'll do Custom Robo just because I picked it up. Custom Robo, it will also go in the B tier. Custom Robo was what I had never played before, and it was super fun. But it wasn't like, you know, the oil can is annoying to play. So the whole deal with Custom Robo is there's a whole oil can robot, super weak. All the item parts say it's the weakest of the bunch. Super weak. But like, I won most of my battles on like first tries. And if it wasn't for the last like fight with Rahu, I feel like I would have placed it higher, but I feel like Rahu was like the just whatever. Like that was like the most annoying thing in it. And I still had help from other people, but like the vast majority of the game, I didn't really struggle that much. So I feel like, you know, like, I guess like for comparison with Hot Wheels, the game was annoying all around. Super annoying. Everywhere. It's a very annoying game to play. This one, there were very seldom many bumps in the road. And the rating pretty much just goes for Rahu at the end. It's very close to A tier, but I don't think it's quite there yet. Like like you can do it. Anybody can do it. It's Rahu. Took like an hour. Wasn't all that bad. Getting knocked down every 2 seconds. It's an annoying playthrough, but it's not hard. It wasn't as hard. Dude, are my files showing up? Oh, no, never mind. Oh, yeah. They are they? Untitled design. I have a lot of those. That's funny. I didn't even notice that was... Oop. That was there. No file chosen. Now it's fixed. Will there be a timeline on which games you pick up next? I'm going to figure that out, but F-Zero GX is... excuse me. F-Zero GX is next. That's on the 12th of January after I get back from break. I did have a lot of fun with that thumbnail with Harry's Declassified Custom Robo Survival Guide. That was a lot of fun to make. I had to try to re-download these. That was fun. All right, Crunch. Crunch with Bogus Bananas on. This was the every track in the game with Bogus Bananas and Time to Lose. I gotta put it up here with the other ones too. It was not as bad. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I think it's also because I had the experience. A few levels were a little hard, but beating all the tracks, it really wasn't terrible. I mean, it had its moments, but yeah, I don't think it was all too bad. I mean, when you played through it 3 times and you've been put through the ringer 3 times, like there's only so much that can be done. Like when you kind of know the game fairly well. So B is pretty appropriate for that one, I think. Okay. Garfield Kart. Garfield Kart 2, all you can drift. It's not really going to go much higher than C. I'll probably have to also set this one in D tier. So we did Garfield Kart 2, all you can drift with like the worst possible like handling vehicle. And we just didn't drift. And it wasn't, the game was just, it's just a bad game. Like it really, that's it. There again, small moments, but it's just a bad game. Like it should not have been, it was not finished at all. We had a few moments where spawned in and like stuff was just completely busted. This game should not have been released for like another month or 2 so they could polish it more. And it just wasn't hard. I mean, it just wasn't hard. Like the not drifting thing made it a little more hard, but like, I mean, we beat the game without drifting. Like for the love of God, like it could have been worse. The most you're fighting against is the bugs. That's it. Please don't stop the Ray cannot drift trend in almost every game. It gets funnier every time I see it happening. Yeah, that's my plan. Oh, I remembered how to drift. Someone got so angry at me because I had another like moment with like drifting. Speaking of that, I didn't mean to do 2 drift ones in a row, but this is another video that I think that I probably would have done differently. This one, it gets put in, well, I'm going to put it in B only because the game will let you restart at any point. So it's like, you know, when you're able to restart any race, it's good. Somebody had a comment that really stuck with me for a while with this one. This is Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing with the choo-choos and no drifting. They were like, oh, you did no drifting or no drift boosting and no specials. They're like, oh, you did too much, and other people were like, oh, Zobio and Zobico are actually the worst, which I still want to do a follow-up video on that. I think I was a little too ambitious on this one. The no drifting thing was already kind of hard, but like, really, this game is a lot more balanced. So if I got to use all my like all-star abilities and drift boosting and everything, like, yeah, I would have beaten this game in like, 2 hours. Like, it's nothing. So I'm not sorry for putting on a little bit more of a show with this one. And that definitely made it harder with like hitting the walls and all the other stuff. Oh god, I mean, those choo-choos, like, yeah, they control like ass. But yeah, this is like another like Sonic one where I'm just like, on paper, I'm like, we got gold here, dude. This is gonna be awesome. And then I'm just like, yikes. Didn't know about that, but you live and you learn. That's a Sonic reference, don't you know? I'm really upset about myself for this one, but I just need to get it out there while we're talking. I called the Sonic the Hedgehog, like the Saturday morning Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. I flip-flopped them. There's like a weekday one, and there's Saturday. Saturday is the more serious one, if I remember right. And then there's like just the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's the weekday one. I accidentally called the funny one the Saturday morning one, the edgy one. And I didn't realize it. I feel like people understood no matter what, but like I still was just like, man, am I really a Sonic fan? Who am I? Am I 24601 here? Like, yeesh. That was bad. I think I would redo that video all over again if I had the chance. But yeah. And then also the music. Like, very annoying with the music. Very, very frustrating with it constantly going out. Like, just get it together, Sega. Like, gosh. But I think I do want to do a Zobico run. I said in the comments of that video I'm going to do one. It'll come in time. It would be like a short video. I wouldn't harp on it too much, I think. I don't think I'd try to make it something crazy. It'd be like a 10-minute long video like the Ridge Racer one was. So, yeah. Okay. Next Eminem's cart already? Oh, no. Next is Kirby Air Ride. Ooh, okay. Kirby Air Ride. This one was an A tier, baby. A tier all the way. This one was just like a crazy experience with a lot of luck involved in a lot of these races. I mean, once you get past like the first two, because like there aren't like a ton of things you can do, at least so I thought, in a few of the tracks to really get you going. But it was really, really hard. Like, using the Bulk Star in Kirby Air Ride was like, gosh, it was just, it was actually torture for like a newbie, I guess. And then like that one guy came out, schooled me in like every single thing, and like we're all good now, but at the time I was like, ooh boy, that was rough. But I mean, like, if you know what you're doing, like, yeah, the Bulk Star can actually be like a force to be reckoned with. And I don't know these things, but it was something. It was something. And God, the hours spent like just trying to get good luck with like good copy abilities to get through with this thing. Just the constant charge up and the fact that it gets like no extra boost while you're in the air, like, oh man, that was something. I had fun with it. I did have fun with it. And I am a little upset at myself at the end for like moving it down to just one lap because it seemed like it was just based on luck. But if I had known like that, if you like stick to like the side and you can get like a bunch of speed, I mean, I don't know everything about everything, but if I had known a little bit more of the cheese, a little bit more of the tricks, then yeah, I'd probably go back and like redo that one with like the original 2 laps and like the last lap. But they kind of make it almost RNG based with like everything. Someone also said that it kind of defeated the purpose to have them all with the Bulk Star. But when everything is random, you can just randomize it every single time. So I kind of have to disagree with that. I think that everybody having the bulk star was a good move because like it just kind of shows how much of an unfair advantage the CPUs get whenever you have everything all like the same. So I mean, that's their opinion, they can have it, but I think this one was really, really, really tough, and one that still, because of Air Riders probably, one that still gets like it still gets views a lot, like every day. It's like it's racking them up, so crazy. But that run is really fucking hard. Like for a casual experience, like do not recommend it. Don't do it. Don't beat every track in the game with the bulk star. Use anything else that is fun for you. This was not fun for me. Oh yeah, I mean the bulk star probably could, yeah, but like when it's random, it just doesn't. I mean, it's random. Like that's the thing with this is I'm getting a little tired of this playlist. Give me like 1 second. We're on Mario Party 8 now. No wonder. Okay. It's getting real tired. I thought Mario Party would be a little longer, so. So. Yeah, with the bulk star and stuff, like if you really know what you're doing, if you've like really spent hours, and it's clear like some other people have spent hours playing with the bulk star, like it can do some pretty crazy things, and I kind of wish that I had known that because I could have like used that as an opportunity to plug some like crazy runners, but I didn't know and I didn't really look into it. So what can you do? Actually getting sleepy, head out. Take care, everyone. I'll see you around in January. Bye, Anya. Have a happy new year. See ya. Okay. Next up is RC Revenge Pro. This game is a C tier. It was such a disappointment from playing Revolt. And it just, I don't know, like, it really wasn't hard. Bad RC, which was, like, in the wiki was described as, like, really bad, or one of the worst, was just whatever. I think that the advantage that I had was the fact that I could transform into a boat. And, like, it just seems like the boat sections were a lot more simple. But the tracks weren't really hard to get through, and they... You know, they had a couple of gimmicks that were annoying, like the tornadoes were annoying and stuff like that. But in terms of like actually playing as bad RC, like it just like I can't say it was really rough. It was just the game itself was just annoying. It's just another one of those things where it's like the game is more annoying than the actual like car itself, than the actual challenge. So it's just not a good game. I don't like it, but. Yeah. All right, I think I got everything in order now. Just gonna move these around so I have it. Okay. Everything is in order. I'm gonna switch this track up. I'll wait till it plays out. Get to the first level. You guys see a thumbnail down there you don't recognize yet? Almost down to the wire. I'll show you guys an actual like copy of it when it's done. Just letting this music play out. All right, got Eminem's cart up next. This was another run that we couldn't complete. It gets put in the C tier because it's a crappy game. And the run was, I mean, we couldn't beat it, and it's different from like from like Ridge Racer. So I couldn't beat the game, but like the game like itself wasn't hard in the sense like if I could get through it. I don't know. I just like it. I already kind of figured it was going to be a failure going into it, and the reason it's not in D tier is because of that one level where we have to like, where I like busted my ass to like try and like beat it. I don't remember every level in every game, but it gets props for that. But yeah, it's just by design, like you have to use the better cars as you get money and stuff, and you just I don't know. It's not hard. It wasn't hard until one point, and then it just like it was just over. So it's like I don't know. I don't think it deserves to be in an S tier spot or even like B. It was just crap. Oh, itchy ear there. Okay. I'm also going to do the same for this one is Nightmare Kart. It's Nightmare Kart. Nightmare Kart wasn't hard at all either. I only did this based off a suggestion. Someone said that the Hog had the worst handling, and it's a very unique game. It's very fun. Like, you know, I don't want to say that like giving it a C tier means that it's bad or anything like that. The challenge just wasn't really hard. Like, I think that you had a little bit more going against you because you're playing as like a gigantic hog, but it wasn't very difficult, and I don't think the game was ever meant to be like that anyway. It was just a fun little like Halloween thing, and yeah, it was just okay. But the game is really, really good, and it's free, so there's that too. I thoroughly enjoyed playing it. I like the Bloodborne, you know, influences and everything that it had to offer, but it just wasn't all that difficult, I would say. You know, getting through to the very end was kind of like yeah, but no, it's a good game. Just not a hard challenge. Oh, here we go. I think this one also kind of deserves to be well, actually, I think I'm going to move this one up. Can I move it up to B? I'm going to move this one up to B. This is the Top Gear Overdrive with the hot dog. So it gets moved up a little bit higher. So the hot dog was like crazy fast, insanely fast vehicle, which was kind of put it at a little bit of a disadvantage. And playing through it with the first-person camera view on made it so much easier. And there were a few moments in the game where I felt like, you know, we kind of cheesed it a little bit by using the like little speedrun strats, even though the game encourages you to cheat. So it was still like hard. Like, I feel like if I didn't use some of those moments where I like clipped out of bounds, and it was only in like one level too, but if I couldn't use those moments, like I feel like this would have been probably like closer to an A, because catching up with like the first place cars was like super hard. But like when you get it down, it wasn't all that bad, but you know, it took a lot of effort to like really get it going there. And it's insane that like a run can be difficult because the car is too fast, like just way too fast. Like I really, really enjoyed everything about it, and it was super fun to play. And yeah, it was the first time I think I'd ever done anything where I'm like I'm maybe I guess pest control is a little different because of the turning, but it was definitely one of the very few games where I'm like, the speed is just too much to handle. Like, I can't, like, it's something. Now, Custom Robo Grand Battle. I'm going to move this one up to the A tier. Because unlike the main playthrough of, like, Custom Robo's A New Journey, Grand Battle put us up against, like, a ton of really difficult robos. And with that, I also had to calculate like all the like points that I got to make sure that I got gold trophies in every single tournament that we played through. And I mean, doing math is whatever. It's fine. I did math, but it involved a lot of resets. So many resets, so many calculations needed to be made for, to make sure that I had gold trophies and stuff, and having to redo fights, making save states, making special exceptions. Like, it was crazy hard. It was very, very, very hard. Like, definitely put in a lot more work on this one than I did the entirety of the Rahu 3 fight in the first custom robo. It was just something that I'm like, yeah, so much extra effort went into it that it just deserves to be up there in the A tier. Now, I did win a lot of if I just had to play through just the tournaments and win with them and nobody cares, like, that'd be one thing. But yeah, getting all the gold trophies and then beating everybody at the end was just like, oh, jeez, it was really tough. So, gush. Ugh. Next is Bomberman. I gotta put that up in the A tier. I was thinking B for a second, and then I was remembering, like, the first, like, handful of races when you get into mirror mode and how difficult they were. God, that was... I won the first race out of complete luck because one of the Tiras just took a dump mid-track. That was nuts. But then, like, after that first one, like, everything kind of started to open up a little bit more and it became easier. But, like, that first mirrored track and bomber circuit, forget about it. Like, it is just... It's another just, like, complete, like, anguish and torture of, like, trying to get through this. And it... Oh, God, dude. I learned a lot. I learned a lot with the bomb boosting and with just the game in general, and it was just not meant to be played like that. Still a little surprised I beat it, even if it was luck. Still got the video proof. So, yeah. I don't know. I just... Yeah, that was really, really, really tough. But Bomberman's a fun game, though. I did enjoy playing it. It was very fun. Ooh, Hydro Thunder. Hydro Thunder, this one is kind of a tough one for me. Because I really do want to put it in the S tier. I do. But I don't think it belongs there. I don't think it was quite on that level. Hydro Thunder with the Tiny Tanic, with the fact that there's so many shortcuts you can use, and, like, when you start to, like, learn them a bit more, it really opens things up. And, like, even though the Tiny Tanic is, like, just huge and, like, super annoying to, like, utilize, I don't think that it was S tier. I didn't want to say hard. I don't think it was quite S tier. I think it was super, super hard when it got to, like, the final, the Nile Adventure. But if you take out the Nile Adventure, you got a pretty difficult challenge, still worthy of A tier. But if Nile Adventure was any more difficult, I probably would have put it up in S. But I just had too many extra things to help me along the way, and yeah, I don't think I can quite say S for that one. Okay. We got Dead Rising Toys Only. That's an easy C tier. Another fun run, just made for shits and giggles, as they say. It was super, super fun to play through. Getting that book to beat everybody, or, like, to make the toys a little bit stronger, I feel like was just made the world a difference. I feel like if I didn't use that, and if I played on the original version of the game, which... We'll see. It would easily be like A to S tier. Easily. Like, no question about it. But I just wanted to do a fun run, and, it was pretty silly, and it still had its moments here and there, but yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad simply because I had a book that helped me, kill zombies and stuff in one hit and do a little bit more damage to the bosses, even though they still didn't take a whole lot with, like, the Axe Buster. which the toy like lightsaber or toy saber was pretty crazy to take chunks of damage away from everybody. But yeah, it wasn't all that bad. And I keep forgetting like how much like we're gonna get into some crap here. Okay. Gotta switch up the music a little bit because I'm just like, we're gonna hear like for a while. Now the final tier or the final run that I have to showcase is Tommy and the Ice Board, which, you know, it's funny because this video is going to be put out after the challenge run of this. So it's kind of funny to think about, but it's like just so easily S tier. It was the longest run I have ever done, ever. I think I calculated out and it totaled to about 32, almost 33 hours of gameplay. It was one of just the most like, it was another one of those moments where I'm just like, you know, the first Tommy run was like not the worst thing in the world. It wasn't like it was pretty fucking hard, but I got through it and I beat it, and that's great. But then Tommy and the Ice Board was just like a whole other demon. Just a whole other just insane demon. So much luck. I harp on luck a lot in the upcoming video. I harp on luck quite a bit. The movement was like at first like all right, but then you realize like, oh yeah, it's tough when you can't like cut corners or, you know, maneuver around the courses like everybody else. Very bad. And just it was just another humbling experience, thinking that I was hot shit, that I had played Snowboard Kids 1 and 2 and that I could get through it. I learned a valuable lesson, and that is that I need to shut the fuck up and just not think that I'm going to be doing so well in any of these challenges, because like any of these ones here could have easily been like the hardest thing I'd ever done. Not sure. Obviously that's not the case, but with the Ice Board, that was just like something that's just like, you got to be a glutton for punishment. You really have to be a glutton for punishment. And I think it could have been easier if I had played with other characters, because it seems like other characters might be able to control a little bit better. I love Mega Man X, but like, this is not the vibe I'm going for right now. For you. Oh, wrong one. Okay. That's a little bit better. So with Tommy and the Ice Board, I think it was just like it was a beautiful like end of like 2025 like challenge run era, like to have like gone through all that and then beat it, and then, you know, just have completely suffered one more time for old time's sake. I was not it completely knocked my socks. I was not expecting it to be as bad as it was. Excuse me. So the fact that I absolutely just got completely destroyed in what I was hoping would be just a silly final run that I could do before the end of the year, like, just, you'll see in the video when the video's out. You know, again, this video is going to be out after that, but when the video drops, like, you know, the people that are living in the present, which will soon be past, will be like, oh, that's what he was talking about. That's what he meant. That's what he meant. But you can kind of see the thumbnail. I'll pull it up for you guys in a second, but it's there's actually a drive through McDonald's at a ski resort in Australia. It just says McSki. I thought it was like the perfect like thing to add because like Tommy eats hamburgers, but it was a beautiful run to finish off the year with, and I think it's even better that it was so difficult, because like I'm not going to be putting out some like cannon fodder like Garfield cart, Madagascar carts, type shit. Like this is going to be like something that I'm going to put a lot of effort into. I might not be Australia. I might have misspoke. Somewhere. You can fake snow. Anyway. Yeah. It was truly something to end the year off on. Not what I expected, of course, but I'm pretty happy that it came out the way that it came out. And forgive me, forgive past Ray, which is now present Ray, or will soon be past Ray if that video does not release on the 27th. I'm doing everything in my power to get that video out on the 27th. So if you're watching this and it's the 27th is come and gone and the video timestamp does not say the 27th, you can dislike this video. You can go ahead. It's fine. Yeah, go ahead and do it. I probably have it coming. If not for that, I probably have it coming for something else. But this is it. We had about 40-ish challenge runs all throughout 2025. Every weekend was a brand new adventure, whether it was Doggy Doo-Doo in the D tier or legendary experiences in the S tier. They were all experiences that I am so happy to have had and had so much fun getting through. And just, gosh, what a year. What a year. I came from humble beginnings of making fucking React content, speedrunning, and then this. And then now this is like really all I want to do. Like it's so much fun to do. I love getting to make jokes. I love getting to edit silly little things in here. Like I love everything about everything that's on this list. I love. It's great. Get to hang out with people on the internet and be a funny, silly guy. Like this is just like everything. I love it so much. And I would not have traded any of my experiences in 2025 for anything in the entire world. And 2026, I hope to God, is just as good. Because we've got legendary games that I will probably not revisit. Mickey Speedway could possibly be. Revolts. We've got the Fat Slug run, maybe at some point. F-Zero possibly. Not Ridge Racer 64 and not Snowboard Kids. Snowboard Kids is done. Snowboard Kids 1, done. Gonzo. Snowboard Kids 2, that probably will have something. Probably have something there. But I can only imagine what this is going to look like next year when I get it all like taken care of and when I do all the challenge runs that I do. I'm interested to see what it's going to look like. It'll be it'll be a fun comparison. I definitely want to look back at the end of 2026 and see how many more games I've beaten. Maybe if my mind has changed on some of this stuff and go I don't know. The future is bright. The future is bright, and I am looking forward to what's in store for old Ray in 2026. It'll be a fun one. Looking forward to it. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. This is probably going to be at the very end where, like, the screen's in cut to black, and then I say something silly, and then, beep, 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 I don't know. You can't just make that. It has to be special. You can't just say, oh, it's going to happen. It's got to be a special moment. It's got to be something. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm just trying to get more ad revenue. I'm rambling at this point. Yep, that's it for the tier list. The tier list is done. This is it. If you don't like it, dislike the video. And if you do like it, you can like the video. I don't care. Like, free will. I hit my chin. Okay. Oh. I meant to hit. Oh, dear. Is YouTube okay? Oh, dude, I 1,000,000% hit stop streaming on YouTube instead of stop recording. I think if you do it in like a few like seconds time frame, it's okay. But I was like, oh, they might think it's like over. I'm like, it's not over. It's not over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, I want to beat Kirby Air Riders, but when that's over with, like, I got to get to work on this video. I'm probably going to be up a little later, like editing some stuff just so I can make sure this video is out in time and I can enjoy my little break. Okay. Let me see. Where is my control? Okay. But I hope you enjoyed that little tier list I made. I made it with love. Oh, that's right. I got to fix this. Right. Because the settings didn't save because my Elgato, or not my Elgato, but my stream crashed. Just a little chicken. Cheap, 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 cheap. You found a boss fight in the game for me? Oh, dear. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that stuff. Hell yeah. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you. No, I want to start the software. No, I want to start the software. No, I want to start the software. Oh, not this. I don't want to start that. No, I want to start the software. 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 Yeah, I don't know if Air Riders has like that oomph. Also, let me know if it's too loud. How would Star Wars Racer streams rank as an experience? S tier in terms of like, my God, it's fucking hard. I just had a horrible time with that game. I almost don't want to revisit it, but I fear that I have to. Hold on. Don't be downloading anything. My God, just start the software. Just start the... I do plan on it. I feel like I want to make the video. I just gotta like get 60 FPS, man. You just can't play Star Wars without 60 FPS. Let's go. God damn it. My money. But I do like this transform star. Your system is out of date? Nah, it's fine. It's perfectly in date. Who has time to update things? Oh, I hope you guys like the tier list, though. I had a lot of fun. I was gonna do it like way earlier, but then I'm just like, why? Like, there's still so many things to go through, and I hope that'll be a good guideline for anyone that's just like, was this one harder than the other one? Was this game harder than this game? Honestly, I forget a lot of stuff. Like, especially when you play like I said, like 40 odd something games. Like, dude, I forget half of what I've like had for breakfast. Jeez, bleed me dry. Walkstar, let's do it. Also, a few people asked why Elmo was in the S tier. Come on. You know why Elmo's in the S tier. Oh boy. I heard that Transform Star is one of the weakest. Lame. Am I playing on hard? Yes. Look at that guy. Bulk Star is really good. I think I would do a hard run of like something. I just have to figure out what's good and what's bad. Nice. Bulk Star's just too good. Just too good. Get some more defense. I need it. My thoughts on DDD's changing designs? I haven't paid attention. Fine. It's fine to me. Oh, watch us destroy this air glide. Oh, I bet you we win. I may have thought that it would have been better. Not bad. Oh, surely we will win this time. The hell did that guy go? Bro, what the hell? Okay. Hey, we got marks. So we spent money. Or we acquired money. I think it was we acquired money. I don't really want this anymore. Oh, I really don't want this anymore. Might not be that bad, actually. I'm moving way too much. I'm way too nimble. Yeah, it was bad. I didn't really want this one anyway. I could not move at all. Like get my transform star back. I like this guy. He's cool. How much health does this fucker have? Wish I could tell. Maybe I should have picked the bulk star instead. Oh. I think the special helped with that. Ooh, steel ball run. Definitely get defense and health up. Man, maybe 2026 will have better internet. Steel ball run. My God. Nice. Wow. 1 second. Not even a second left. I appreciate Generic. Have a great New Year and a happy holiday. Thanks for sticking around. Ow. Pink Meta Knight, though. It's pretty baller. Oh. Jeez. That was very quick. A rival will be scaled up. Ah. Okay. Try to stay away from him. He's hard. No health for a little boy. Nope, no health for a little boy. can't even tell if he's almost dead. How much health does he have? Alright. Okay, took my ability. This is my best bet. Stay close to him and just needle him to death. This is annoying. Gosh. Dude, I cannot tell. There we go. Fuck off. That fight was so annoying. Jeez. Oh, cool. I got a sticker. I don't even want this for the end fight, but I have to use it. It's got everything. That can't be good. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh! I'm gonna choose. I like this one a lot. Trying to figure out where to go next. That was fun. Bro's literally sinking like he's in water. This cutscene is crazy. The hell is that? What the fuck is this? Oh, this is Noir DDD. This is crazy that like we're the mushroom guy saving the world. I like no health. How about some health? Jeez. They can't play the happy, fun music and then expect me to, like... I have no health. Dude. Dude, it's so annoying. That's 1 health, man. Would there be a Riders Challenge? I don't know. It doesn't really seem like a game that has that capability, but I'm not sure. God damn it! I thought I was gonna kill it before the motherfucker. Why do I have no health? Why are you acting like you can't immediately wash these bosses? Dude, it's not so much that, it's just like the fact that like you get hit by one thing and like you just lose like all your health. That's what I thought the game was going to be like, oh yeah, you can wash out all the bosses. It's the health that's bothering me. Keeping out of the sight for that. Dude, another phase, please, for the love of God. I'm so annoyed. And my internet's bad, and I'm annoyed. I thought it was gonna be like crazy OP with this, like so you got the funky music playing and shit, and it's like, oh no. I'm telling you though, they gave you this health is an illusion. Out of the way. Nope. Nope. Don't care. Nope. We'll leave that behind in 2025. Straight up pissing me off so bad. I'm not even kidding. That's not a joke. I am as straight up like just absolutely pissing me off. That my internet's going really bad too, so it's like it's not a bad game. I just like I don't have the patience for it. I'm hangry now that I had to deal with all that, and I'm like still have a lot of editing to do too, so it's like yeah. That's all, folks. Maybe next time. I could start the new year off with beating a game or something. I don't know. I just don't care that much. Like it's kind of hoping. And plus my internet's going off like really bad. So oh, I can, and I will. I can do it, and I'm gonna do it. Don't care. I don't care enough because yeah, I just don't. So whatever. Anyways, yeah, that's very awful end of the stream for the last year. Maybe I should end it at the tier list, but I hope you guys have a wonderful 2025 and a wonderful happy New Year, Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate. I hope no only good times. You know, I see when I end up not liking something, then I just stop. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. But I'm not going to be streaming again until 2026, so that's it. That's all. Thanks for a fun year of streams and content and things, and I'm looking forward to what's next. So, yeah. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you guys in 2026. Maybe. I don't think I'll be live again, but maybe I'll just tell myself, oh, I'll just beat it and then go from there. So, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your night and have a wonderful new year. I will see you guys in 2026. Bye-bye.